Hi, welcome to Crochetizen. So I also do bullet journaling. This is my bullet journal from last year, and I labeled it on the side. Now, this is the journal that I use and I recommend. I just got it in a different color. It is from Michaels. It's Artist Loft. Now they sell similar journals to this. And so I needed to make sure that I got the one that's the 80 pounds and 180 pages. This is pretty nice. Ink really doesn't bleed through this. I mean, it does, but not like a lot. So I really enjoy this product, and it's not expensive. So if you're beginning bullet journaling and you want to get a nice journal for not a lot of money, I 100% recommend this. This was my first journal, and I do have other more expensive journals and I don't even touch them because I like the paper. This paper is thick, it's really nice. Some of the things that I use are Staedtler markers, and I use the Micron markers. I have a few of those. Those are my investment. But the rest I use the Super Tips from Crayola colored pencils, and I have a few Tombow markers, and this one is N95, the gray that I use, and the pink that I use is 761. So I recommend that. Alright, so how to get started. If you want to get started in bullet journaling fast and easy, I spent a little bit more time on this one, and let me show you a little bit of the ones that I did in 2021, how I started it. The cool thing about this book, which I love, is that there's a table of contents already in it. You just fill it in, and there's plenty of pages for it. The next thing I love is that there's a key. Last year I did my one little word, and I'll link Ali Edwards in the description where this comes from. It was happiness. Then on the next page I put a quote and then photos of me, and I only had 2 photos taken of me the whole year. Okay, so let's put that away. Alright, so this year I said, why reinvent? Though, just copy off myself. So I started my table of contents, and then I did my task. Now, you can look up other videos on how to create the codes for bullet coding, or you can do your own. I had more last year and I didn't use them, so I just reduced it. And then my one little word of 2022 is loved. Now, I used my Staedtler markers, and I'm really going to start using a lot of color pencils this year. You don't have to buy a lot of things. You can just do it any way you want and just make it simple. Then I pulled out a quote, and you are loved for being you. Oh, sorry. You are loved for being who you are, just for existing. Ram Dass. And this is going to be what I focus on for the whole year. Photos of me. Now, my original intention in my last book was to do like winter, spring, summer, and fall. So hopefully I'll get to that. And just simple. Oh, I want to explain this. And why these photos are that particular size. Okay. Yes, this is something that I found to be just really fantastic, is the photos. So the thing about the photos is that, and I know this looks weird because some weird impression happened to it, but this is a HP Sprocket. It is a small photo printer that I bought a while back, and I love it. I've had it around for a while. It uses zinc paper, which is a small sized paper, and it's that size. This is the card that comes in it first, and I just use it because it's a little thicker. And yeah, so you can take pictures on your phone and print them right out and put them in your bullet journal if you kind of want it to be like, the way I'm doing it is kind of hybrid scrapbooking. So That's how I want to do it. This, oh my goodness, the year at a glance. So let me talk about this if you're setting up a bullet journal. So this is how I'm approaching it. You need 6 rows because of like January 1st having the 31 days. And so there's 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows that you need to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only did 5, and so that kind of came out a little weird, so I'm letting you know. I also messed up on February because I wasn't paying attention. So the other thing is that these rows of mine are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces. These are all 9 spaces on this Michael's journal. So this is 9, 9, and 9, and then I had extra here. And then these are 6 spaces. So that's how I did it. And I made this easy. There's a lot of bullet journals that have really complicated spreads. All of my spreads are pretty much the same size. Okay, I have not finished these yet. Okay, so my crochet projects. Last year I didn't leave a lot of room for information for my crochet projects. And so this year I was like, okay, the date, what the project name is, and I messed up there because I was going to do a double line. The hook size, the yarn, the colorway, and the details. Very important. And then instead of numbering them, I just decided to put the line. Okay, then the crochet projects. So to take pictures of my crochet projects, and then I'm going to put them here. And since I got an Addie, I'm also going to put some Addie projects. Here's my YouTube channel, so I just put information there. Then I left a blank page. I might put more YouTube information on it, or I might need something later on in the year that I haven't foreseen yet, so I left a blank page for it. Okay, I watch movies, so I might design that later, but just place for my movies. Places I visited if I get out, and then photos from those places, and then my gratitudes, angel numbers. If I see recurring numbers, I write them down here, and then later on I go back and I go, did I notice that? So books that I've read, and then I'm going to put a stack of books. Cool dreams that I remembered. I think that's going to be neat to look back at. Cat pictures. Left some pages for that. Things that I've learned. Now this to me is a really cool page, because if I come across a YouTube channel or information and I find that it will be valuable for me for the rest of my life, then this is where I want to write it, so I would know. I don't have to look up the bookmark. I don't have to figure out where I put it. I will have written it right down here, so this is where I write it. And then of course, because this is what's going on in the world, I have my COVID information here. And I notice I left a small space for the news because I'm really hopeful, or trying to be hopeful, that this starts to wind down soon. All right. And then just facts and news, favorite memories. And then I just threw this page together really quick. I actually messed up, and then my whole thing about this year in the loved is that when I make mistakes in things, to fix them or to live with them if it's not important. So one of my favorite things is to just, let me see, zoom in a little bit. Use the color pencils, not worry too much, not making a big fuss. This is just for me anyway. I'm sharing it with you, but it's really just for me. And just add a little color to the pages. And this is pink over a light blue. And so 2022, let it begin. So I do not do monthly spreads. I just do weekly spreads. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 10, and then once whatever is left over. And so that way it's just that way the whole year. And one of the reasons why I did that is because on a specific day, if I had a special picture memory, I can take a picture and put the sprocket picture on it and then do like a little journaling thing. Especially on days when there's nothing going on. So for instance, say that's all I did today, make bullet journal video. But on Sunday, tomorrow, I went and I found something really cool, maybe some pictures of cool birds. I could put the picture and then I write a journal thing on it. I could put several pictures because what I'll do is I'll overlap them on the day that nothing happened, and then I'll journal across both, but the line always points to the day that it happened on, or I'll date it. And that way I fill it up like a scrapbook and I don't waste any space in here. I can fill it up. So today I have to make my bullet journal video, and then Monday I need to remember a letter. Okay, and then I'm going to label my weeks at the top and put the season. I decided that. The other thing that I decided to do is I'm going to keep a track of the weather. So like today the high is 51 and the low is 38, but last year the high was 44 and the low was 30. So that's the kind of thing that I want to do. And then I wanted to show you this. So setting up a tracker for something. So Tuesday and Wednesdays don't tend to be big days for me. Like I don't tend to do much on those days. I just don't tend to do much. So I just combine them this way. Now if I'm going to do a simple habit tracker, I can write what the habit tracker is here and then simply put Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and color it in with a color pencil. So I can do Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because that's where it ends. And you could color it in with a color pencil. Or just take a color pencil, whatever color you want, and color over the days that you did it. Or you can put a box underneath it and then put like an X. So either way, this is a way you can make a really simple habit tracker. Write the name of what it is that you're tracking and put the days of the week and either X underneath them or above them, or just color them in. So you can do habit trackers a lot of ways, but I prefer to do it on the week itself rather than on a separate page. So that's something that I learned, that putting it on a separate page, I wouldn't track it as a habit as much as if I put it on the same page. You can also put your habit tracking here, so you just know what that square or two squares stand for, and then you can check them on your week. But I want to do the weather, and that is why here I wrote out the words, and I figured that's not going to work for me. I want to just do the shorter words, so I can put weather here. I'll have temperatures, and then I could put like precipitation and look that up, and then have this a little bit neater. Like to me, this that looks so much neater. So as I'm working on my journal, I'm actually changing things as I find that it evolves. So my layouts pretty much stay the same, but as the year goes on, I might change some things, but I do not do all the months different. Like with crazy pages in between, I mean, with different quotes and stuff, I don't. So the rest of my journal will look like this, week after week, and then I might just change the top. So I hope that helps for you to begin journaling and some of the things that you might put in your journal. And Happy New Year! Don't forget to subscribe and like.